Hello, everybody. It's Friday.
Woo-hoo.
A lot of people, that's their favorite day. For me, it's just another day, but that's okay. We're Friday. We're here with the morning Kickstart. I'm Brad.
And I'm Jay.
That's our new tradition. We're not giving last names anymore. So we,
We'll get used to it.
but we're here to give you your morning Kickstart, your inspirational quote of the day, the tip for the day, and then also a fun fact. We'll start with Mr. Jay. I about said your last name. I got to get used to this.
Jay.
All right, Jay, take it away.
Okay. Today's quote is from one of my favorite authors of many of my favorite authors,
Mhm.
C.S. Lewis.
Mhm.
Getting over a painful experience is much like crossing the monkey bars. You have to let go at some point in order forward. So we all like to cling to the past, the comfort, the way things have always been, but sometimes you just got to let go of the things that are hurting you,
Mhm.
things that are causing you problems. Just let them go, move
Yeah.
forward.
Mhm.
So
Wow. And that's not always the easiest thing to do, but
no, it's
you
not.
you can wrap a lot of that letting go up in one other word, which is called forgiveness.
Mm.
That's a hard thing to do sometimes because we hold grudges and we remember things from the past. And matter of fact, this is another one of those interesting days, Jay, because our tip of the day goes along with the quote. so, so here we go. Let's talk about that letting go process. That can be a very difficult thing, and we understand that. But here's one thing to remember. There's Mr. Tony Robbins. I'm sure everybody knows who he is. He said this many times: the past does not equal the future. And sometimes people get caught up in that and don't actually understand to a great depth what that means. Well, here's the reality about the past: we will never be able to change it. What has happened has happened. But here's the reality: you're in the now. If you take the time to go back and look at all those times where you were hurt or let down, write those things down if it doesn't bring you up too much pain to do so. Write those things down and say, okay, if I had this to do all over again, what would I do differently? Well, here's the reality of it: you've learned something from that tragic event that you had. You learned something. What have you learned? Write that down and focus on that. Because now, when you learn it, it should never happen again. And I say should because you have the choice on whether you're going to allow it to happen again. Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
always have the choice because, again, if you do the same actions all the time, you're going to get the same result. If you
You're
keep
not
sticking
that
your
person
hand,
you were back when that happened. So
mhm, absolutely, you keep touching that hot pan, you're going to get burned. Stop touching it over and over again, thinking the result's going to be different. What is that? Insanity? We've
yeah,
heard that. We've heard that before. Insanity's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So the key is we need to learn from the past. Okay, we'll never be able to change it, but if you learn from it, then you can make plans today to do the next leap and say, all right, I will do this again. I'm going to give this a shot again. This thing that I did in the past and I quote unquote failed at, no, I'm going to give it another shot, this time with a whole different set of eyes. I will know what to look for. I'll know the traps that are set or whatever the case is. And it doesn't have to happen again. And then that'll just take you one step closer to your goal or to your dream, however you choose to look at it.
yep.
Now, when it comes to the future, if your mind, a lot of stress comes from that when you're living in the future. What that means is your mind is constantly on, and you're saying things like, when I get more money, then I'm going to change this. When I get more education, then I'm going to change that. When this happens in my life and I get better relationships, then I'm going to change how I am. There's a lot of stress there, guys. If you're going to wait until those things happen, what if they never happen? And what if you have to do something first for that to happen, for those things to change? So you need to consider that. Now, it's always good to look into the future and make your plans, but always come back to the present and say, now I've made my plan. I know where I want to go. Now I've figured out exactly what I need to do right now that's going to inch me towards that. And then do that one or two things that you can do right now today. That's going to get you one step closer. I mean, I-80, the Interstate 80, goes all the way from San Francisco, California to New York City. Okay. Is it all going to happen in one day? No. But can you get through California in one day? It all depends on your traveling. I can get from California to Denver, well, to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Doesn't go through Denver, but I can get all there that way in one day myself. But I'm kind of a crazy driver. For some reason, when I get behind that wheel, I'm wide awake and I just go, go, go. But you can take it in little baby steps, and eventually you'll get to where it is that you want to go. But there's nothing wrong with taking it in baby steps. At least if you can only go from Sacramento to from vice versa. If you can only go from San Francisco to Sacramento in one day, 2 hours there, fine. Be okay with it.
Yeah.
Just know the next day you can wake up and you can drive over Donner Summit and drop down into Reno. And guess what? You're that much closer to your goal. If you have to take your time, that's okay. Just keep taking little steps towards it, and eventually you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
So that's our tip for the day. And fun fact, here we go again. Now that we got the IRS day out of the way, now what? We should all be happy now, right? No.
That's right. So, timed appropriately for the day after tax day, it's wear pajamas to work day on April 16th.
Are you serious? We can do that?
That's what it says. That's what this website says. It helps us reduce some of the financial stress. I think with the COVID lately, a lot of people working at home, they've been wearing their pajamas for about a year to work, maybe. Yes. And a nice shirt and tie and pajama bottoms. Anyway,
yes.
Yeah. That's not what I'm wearing now. Anyway.
That reminds me of a commercial, but we'll go on. Keep going.
Yeah. We're not sure who made wear pajamas to work day a thing, but it's becoming nationally and virally popular. Mm-hmm. Even celebrities have been spotted rocking sleepwear while out and about. Now, we always recommend checking with the boss first, unless, of course, you're lucky enough to work from home, which we have been. I have been. Get cozy and comfortable in your office chair while dreaming about cashing your tax refund check. That is, if you're among those who are receiving a refund check. So anyway, be comfortable today. You got the stress of tax day over with. It's time to relax and spend your Friday in your pajamas.
All right. You won't have to twist my arm there. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, everybody. All right. This has been your morning kickstart for today, for Friday, and we're gonna send you off with a challenge here. And our challenge is have fun this weekend. Take the time to listen to some of these things and just that we've talked to you about this week, and just think about it and prepare. Take at least an hour this week, whether it be tomorrow or on Sunday, and just reflect on things in your life that have held you back and where it is that you want to go. So be sure and do that and report back on Monday. No, just kidding. You don't have to. Well, we can give homework assignments. Let's give homework assignments. What do you think? Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll look at that. Put it in the comments if you think that's a good idea or not. But anyway, guys, we're going to have an awesome weekend, and I hope you do too. Anyway, we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.